Are you being brainwashed by the media? Is the media controlling and shaping your perception of reality, influencing your decision, influencing how you think, how you feel, and what you do with your life? Is that even possible? Well, let's look into it. And the simplest, fastest answer is that yes, it is possible. And first, I want to go into this by defining what do I mean by media. A YouTube channel is a form of media. Right now you're consuming a form of media, and there is billions of channels, billions of users watching billions of videos in this YouTube platform only. That is gigantic. And if you look at my channel, and if you look at so many other channels, my purpose is to influence you in some way, to influence you in a positive way, to have a positive impact in your life, on your mindset, to help you bring more happiness and success in your life. And that is the purpose of this channel. So hopefully by me sharing those ideas, making those videos, sharing the stories, giving you the knowledge that I have, sharing what I know, my hope is that it's influencing you and benefits you in your life. So medias come in so many ways. We got the news, of course, we got the movies, we got Netflix, we got social medias, we got the ads, we got all these platforms, all those sources that we consume every single day. That is what I call media. So ask yourself this simple question. How many hours every single day do you spend consuming media in various shape and form? Whether it's on YouTube, on Facebook, whether it's on the news, on TV, on Netflix, on scrolling on different websites. We consume a gigantic amount of information like never before, and it's growing and growing and growing because we become so heavily obsessed and dependent and living in this internet world. And all those media that we consume affect us in some way because you know the saying, garbage in equals garbage out. That's right. So depending on what you're absorbing again and again and again, it would change the way you think. It would change your way of reality. It would change your perception. It would create new beliefs that will influence the way you think, the way you feel, the decisions you make, and the actions you take. And if you keep on being influenced on deeper level by sources that maybe are not the best for you, or that are not in alignment with what you want, or that are creating a lot of fear or anxiety in your life, it will reflect in your perception of life. It will reflect on how you live your life. On the other hand, media can have a positive influence in your life. It can empower you, can give you new ideas, new solutions, new ways of seeing the world, expanding, growing, which will also reflect in then how you see the world and what you do and what you get from the world. So I want to make it clear that yes, you can be brainwashed in a positive way, or you can be brainwashed in a negative way. And that is really up to you based on what do you consume. But it is obvious that we are all consuming and that this is affecting us. If you, for example, look at the news, and the news is pretty much a clickbait. Yeah, I'm gonna have a trashy, scary headline to grab people's attention, and then I'm gonna, through fear, influence them to really keep them engaged in the story as long as I can. So the media is nothing more than a clickbait machine disguised as a truth-seeking machine. But it's all about getting your attention, and fear is the greatest way to get somebody's attention and to influence them in some ways. Because once a person is scared, they're deeply involved and they want the solution, they want to know more, they're absorbed in something. So if you look at the last 2 years, for example, it's very obvious the role that fear had on people during this pandemic and how it's affected their perception and their action and their behaviors. Now, could we also be influenced by the movies we watch? Whether it's Netflix, whether it's Disney, whether it's Hollywood, whether it's any form of shape of movies. I remember growing up, I loved the movie The Lion King. Yeah, I loved the Stallones and the Schwarzenegger and the Dragon Ball and all those classic cultural movies that were so present when I was young that I watched so many times. And I remember having those idols, whether it was Stallone, whether it was some famous football players, and looking up to them, to their values, to what they were giving, to how they were being portrayed in my mind. And then you want to become like them. So when we're very young, we can get very much deeply influenced. Our culture, our world can be very much influenced by those big movie creation machines. Yeah? Because they can portray stories, narrative, concepts, cultural ideas that then can be seen by people all around the world. And if we look at movies right now, especially if we look at Disney movies, for example, I remember watching those movies, right, when I was young, 20 years ago. And if I look at those same movies that they remake now, that they create those animation movies, the way they portray masculinity, relationship, genders, and all those things are very different. So if you have a kid growing up right now, he's going to watch and absorb those movies that they really like, that they engage, that they watch so often. And they're going to get different form of values, different form of value toward man, toward woman, toward family, toward relationship, toward the world, society. And subconsciously, they're going to absorb those values because they think it's real, because they think it's true. And by the way, I want to make something very clear. An idea that is shared, a news that is shared, a message that is shared, doesn't need to be true for you to accept it. But when you accept it, it becomes true for you. And this is when it becomes very dangerous, depending on what is the belief, what is the information, the quality of the information that you're accepting. So many things shapes us, shapes our kids, shapes our culture. If we look at Hollywood romance movies, for example, or Disney romance movies, or any form of other romance movies, you can see how deeply they can affect relationships. Yeah? I mean, how delusional is it, the happily living ever after, you know, princess meets a prince charming and that's it, perfect life, forever, done. How different is it from reality, right? But what it does is that subconsciously we think that, okay, this is what a relationship looks like, this is what love is, this is what I'm meant to find. And so there is a part of us deeply inside that is wired to think like, I need to find this. This is what love looks like. And if I don't have this, then I feel like something's missing. And if we're not aware of those beliefs, and if we're not able to accept reality from what it is instead of what is being portrayed in Hollywood, then we're going to be very unhappy. The same goes for porn. You know, people consume porn and then they start to expect, and they have expectations. You know, the man or the woman should perform in this way, and it should go this way, and it's so diluting and changing our perception that then affect our behavior, expectation, and affect our relationship with other people on a very, very big scale. And often we're not aware of it because it's all very subconscious. It's so well, very true for us. If we look at marketing, one of the biggest sources of media, advertisements are everywhere. And marketing are great to create a need out of nowhere and to give you the solution. So they're going to show you the perfect house, the perfect relationship, the perfect body, the perfect new trend, the perfect new things, all those things, they're going to create a need. And they're going to show you like, well, this is the perfect body. Look at you. This is the perfect relationship. Look at you. This is the perfect skin. Look at you. And so you're going to see those ads and you're going to feel like, oh my God, I wish I'm that beautiful, that pretty, that thing. It creates a need in you subconsciously. So it's all like very playing on your emotions. And then they're going to give you a solution. Look, this is the new collagen cream with Himalaya bees that are, you know, whatever. And if you take it, you'll be young forever. You'll be sexy. It's going to boost your self-esteem. So marketing agency, if you look at them, they're often creating a need that is not even there, or, you know, play on a need that is there and just going for the fear, going for the pain, and then providing you with a solution. So how influential that can be when you look at just how much we consume things that we don't even need, simply because we have some emotional needs that we are unable to meet or that we're not even aware of, and that marketing agencies are using to get us to buy stuff that is often just a superficial bandage. So now think again. When I ask you this question, how much are the media brainwashing you? Is it even possible? Well, I think that by the end of this video, you understand that yes, it's happening all the time. Every time you're consuming any form of content, you are being influenced. What can you do to protect yourself? Because this is what we need to do. We need to start thinking from ourselves. You can look at ideas, you can read books, you can consume all this kind of content, but then you can pause and be like, what is useful? What is true? What do I need? What do I choose to believe in? What do I need to consume less of and start consuming something else more empowering, more resourceful, more life-giving to me, instead of creating more fear, more drama, more, depression almost. And that is the key. The power to choose is in you. Wherever you give your attention, your energy follows and your life will grow. And where you give your intention, where you give your focus, where you give your energy, you experience. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Let me know what you think in a comment down below. I will see you next time. Be well.